don't ever have to initiate. He is just poking the tower. Monkey King is off the map. If you go for the DK, there's the Wukong. Plus, you have the ability to hunt with Monkey King Mirana, Hoodwink Mirana, DK Hoodwink. Basically, anyone can work out. So it gives you the ability to play the map fast. And I think that kind of puts Spirit a little bit ahead here. Of course, on the other side, you have everything that you would need to kind of counter it. But it's not as easy and straightforward to do, right? Because your heroes are not as fast to move around the map. And you're gonna have to be relying a lot on this Ricky vision and him kind of showing you where you want to fight on the map. So it's not the easiest lineup to pull off from. That's why I'm gonna beat Spirit. But Na'Vi have all of the tools necessary to play this game. It just has to be Sweden strong, giving all the info in the world without getting.
Yeah, and I mean, myself, I'm looking at the Na'Vi lineup. There's not a massive amount of control coming out. The mobility of the heroes as well. So if they do get caught in a Wukong command, you know, they are going to have to rely on things like maybe Malady and Sweden Strong building 4 staffs to get them out of that. Watching out for the control coming out from Team Spirit, building BKBs, you know. Spirit, they don't have something like a Mars or a Puck that's going to provide that anchor point, you know, for the Wukong's command to be completely effective. But I think they have enough control that they're still going to benefit from that coming through into the mid game, into the late game, into these fights. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how Na'Vi are going to try and deal with Team Spirit in these fights, and whether it's just going to be for the first, you know, once they start to roam around, look for those pickoffs in the, you know, 15-16 minutes in. If it is just going to be pick off and back off, pick off and back off, you know, hit them, get a kill, back yourselves away. Don't get embroiled in like an elongated team fight and get caught out, because I think in a war of attrition, a fight of attrition, Team Spirit, they definitely have the advantage in this game.
Sweden strong for me is the key one in this. Considering that they're first picking this week, he probably knows what's doing. But the thing is, you need to scout people, you need to force out some TPs, you need to stop some TPs. That's kind of your job in this game. And try to, if you can, be close to the silencers, because people tend to forget. Any effect of silence doubles the damage of King. So it doesn't matter if it's a silence.
No money.
Silence, it could be the smoke screen as well. So silencer and the Ricky together can actually do massive amounts of careful on this game.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that combo coming into the fights here. Mid lane, we can see that Lyle, Nicky, Cool coming up against each other. Lyle, never mind. Sweden strong. Actually, we pick up the first blood. Okay, crack out the Titors in chat. We're just warming up, you know, we're still waking up, we're still warming up, we're getting into it, but yeah, Sweden strong. Taking down the Mirana, and the Mirana, well, again, usually you see the Miranas here, they did build into level 1, picked up that Starstorm, so no lead to come out, no arrow to try and stop the aggression coming out, and Ricky was just able to pick up that kill.
That was I was looking at Oshka was just strong and wild.
I take what I please.
But ideally in this lane, you want them attacking the monkey. He has a ton of armor, so he's not going to be in any kind of trouble taking the big damage. And when you have Soul Assumption, he can just dodge it. We can expect Toro to be able to do it. It's not that hard, really. So I'm very surprised that Meposhka allowed himself to be bullied that much and just stood his ground.
Yeah, and again, you can see Lay's level 2 now, but he is going to be putting out the Soul Assumptions, you know, the damage that comes out from that as well. And like you say, Meposhka sitting on 620 health, Monkey King on the same health there as well, so it's not the deepest health pools there from the side of Team Spirit. The arrow will connect though. Meposhka level 2, so he's going to be going for that arrow at level 2. Starstorm comes out. Meposhka though, again, the Soul Assumption, the right click, Sweden strong, the silencer. Is he going to be able to get himself on top of him? He's not. Is it going to be enough? It is, and Lays picks up the kill again in this lane. Okay, this is a good start here for Na'Vi, the start that they really wanted here.
They are getting kills, but they're not getting too much. It should change now with the creeps going towards Lays, but as they are, Yotaro got his Not the worst thing in the world for Team Spirit, but we already talked about it, you know, previous cats and everything. Visage, people have learned how to play against them. Minute 3 comes out, you get the raindrops, and suddenly there are no kills. Visage is way too slowed down. He doesn't last hit all that well, and you're kind of in trouble. But with him getting a kill and an assist already in this game, I think Lexx is gonna be quite fine. Uncharacteristic approach from Apostle, but at least he's securing the seat.
Okay, and checking in with the top lane now as well. We can see it again. VTune versus Collapse. Collapse, he's looking at level 2. How's he looking in Elastic? He's only a couple behind the Wraith King here coming into the 3rd minute of the game, so you're not too far behind at all. There is going to be the Wraith Fire Blast coming out into Collapse though, as well as the Curse. Collapse going to be taking a lot of damage here. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this? Because VTune, he's looking to cut him off through the trees. The skeletons, he's trying to eat himself through this with the Quelling Blade, but VTune still going to be able to get the kill. Lays on the bottom lane once again. He takes down, this time it is going to be Yataro that goes down.
Usually you are like Monkey King, a dangerous target to go for, but he was very deep there, and you have a smoke screen to prevent him from kind of dodging the soul assumption. One of the reasons that they think they're looking at extended is because he can dodge the
Oh, the Wraith Fire Blast comes out now as well. Hoodwink, is he going to be able to get himself out? The Curse does wear off, and Mira, he's going to be losing a lot of health, but he's, I mean, Collapse has the regen, you know, he's got the health amplification aura coming through with the heal. You know, he eating the Troll Hill Priest. Or is it VTune though? Does VTune get himself away from this? One more right click, it'll be enough from anybody. Mira's going to be getting low to the Curse. He might still go down. One more right click, it's still not going to be enough.
He was baiting. There was a kill coming out from the Doom, and also he had the Fairy Fire, so you wanted that to answer forward to get him low, because they don't really have any reach.
Death's bounty.
Some of it is not. That's not really. They are gonna be in a little bit of trouble.
The diaglyph is now active.
Yeah, and you say, oh, mid lane now, Nicky Cool coming all the way through. How is he looking in terms of skill build? So he's got 3 points into the trample. You know, he's coming through just 1 into the onslaught here now as well for that charge. He's even going to be going into J. He's just trying to take these stacks. I like that as well. Just pulling it into the neutrals, getting some extra farm through resetting the equilibrium in the mid lane now as well. As well has to deal with these creeps underneath the tier 1 tower. So the creep wave does get pushed back a little bit, but now with the fresh creep wave pushing in, especially with the catapult being here now as well, this should push towards back to the river, and Nicky Cool should be fine. You know, you don't really want to be putting the creeps right underneath your own tower, so having this, you know, just on the radiant side, it's going to be good for Nicky Cool to pull them back into the rhythm when he needs them as well. Lal, level 6, so he does have that dragon form, trying to push back here onto Nicky Cool, but Nicky Cool how far away? Not too far away from the level 6 himself, so that pulverize will be coming out fairly shortly.
And that was a bad move actually. There,
do you think?
I mean, it's great, yeah, because the creeps got into the Tower of Laurel when the catapult wave was there, so his catapult died.
Yeah. There's going to be the Bushwhack coming out now as well. The arrow flies through, connects onto the Ricky. Nicky Cool, is he going to be able to get himself away from this one? The Fairy Fire comes out as well. He's going to be ticking down to the Dragon Knight, but I don't think it's going to be... It might be enough damage, actually. No. Barely survives through that, and Lal onto that tier 1 tower. Going to be doing a lot of damage here in the Poshka. Sweden strong. He picks up the illusion rune. And can they go even further onto this now as well? Lal, the dragon form will be wearing off. But again, Nicky Cool has to back himself away. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it looks like Yataro, he was getting a little bit aggressive there onto the Visage, but does just eventually back himself away. Yeah, that's going to be the dragon form over here now for Lal. But he did do it. Look at the tier 1 tower on the dire side. Look at that, down to 544 health.
Collapse is very...
The prize is mine.
Look at that. So many fat heroes in the... Mira is in trouble as well, even with the Fairy Fire. Okay, he's getting up.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine there. Close to taking down, but like you say, with the Fairy Fire, able to get himself that extra health, get himself right back to the fountain and heal up.
Yeah, this is the thing. The side lanes for Na'Vi, if their heroes are alone, they don't farm as fast as the side lanes for Team Spirit, and the DK did well in the lane. So now you pull, even if you pull the supports towards the mid lane and stop the DK from pushing the tower, it still kind of opens up the side lanes.
They're going to try and make a move onto Lal now as well. Lal with the Dragon Tail. There's going to be the TP in from Apothka. But Na'Vi, yeah, don't overcommit onto this. You know, Nicky Cool, he didn't throw out the Pulverize as well. And with the TP in from the Mirana, an arrow would have been able to, you know, to stop that in its tracks. Nicky Cool, how is he building? He's already got himself the phase boots. What's coming in on his courier here now as well? It's just going to be the magic wand.
Probably gonna maybe that's what the you need to have that be kept early, so your it's your item. Nicky Cool is really trying to move around the map. I mean, this is just gonna make sure the mid lane tower fall.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to go down anyway. Lal here with that dragon form. He's going to be able to take the tier 1 towers. Nicky Cool does take down Mira in the river here. And Lal, well, he does have that tier 1 tower in the mid lane now. So would you expect the Dragon Knight, he wants that Blink Dagger to come out sometime soon. Would you expect him to start rotating, putting pressure onto other lanes?
Top lane would be a good one.
Well, speaking of top lane, Collapse is going to get really down low. The arrow flies through as well from the Mirana. Starts done with the leap in now as well. Mali's going to get low. Mali's got that TP up. The Dragon Flame come through with that Breathe Fire, and he gets the kill onto Malady.
That's ideal. You get the kill, and Na'Vi fighting on the top lane constantly. Again, not easy. Laze doesn't want to go there, whereas Yitoro can go there anytime. So this is, you know, it's not ideal for Na'Vi. They got those early kills, but it is because the mid lane went so badly for them, it is just such a problem to fight the top.
Oh, the arrow comes out from the Mana. After that Dragon Tail, the Doom comes through. They're going to be able to take down Nicky Cool. Can even take down V-Tune. V-Tune's level 6, so he does have that reincarnation if he needs it. Gets a revenge kill onto Collapse, but that's going to be his ultimate down now. And with Maldi up here, Yitaro though, yeah, he's going to try and dive himself in onto the Wraith King, and there can only be one King, it looks like here. V-Tune, is it going to be him that goes down? The chase comes on as well. There is going to be the curse coming through. So Yitaro, the aggression turns onto him. Maldi trying to do his best, but Lal, he gets the kill onto V-Tune, and now Lal chasing down onto Maldi. Maldi can get himself away. The Dragon Tail comes out, connects with the arrow, and he might still tick down to the Dragon Poison. No, he's got the wand, he survives, and Lal, he doesn't confirm the kill.
The only reason that V-Tune died there is because Spirit got a ward, or had a ward, not immediately. They still want to fight.
Yeah, Lal is going to be underneath his tier 1 tower. The bush on the double bush comes to the Ricky as well. Starstone comes out. It's going to be a quick double kill here from Team Spirit. Maldi, the arrow is going to be able to dodge that one off. Trying to break some ankles, but he's not going to be quick enough. Maldi, he tries to throw the curse, but he's still going to be taken down, and Mira claims that kill.
Very dangerous to go for a slower lineup against a team that is considered the heavy favorite, not only for this series, but for the entire region. You know, this is a tough one for Na'Vi. Luckily for them, they got those early kills, but pretty much these Spirits are getting everything they need, and with this constant fight on the top lane, and you saw it, you rotating, and Lace couldn't do it, you immediately have the advantage. Now there's going to be 2 towers down, and Lara will get his Blink Dagger. You have a Mirana, you have a Hoodwink. People are just going to be done. So you kind of have 500 gold that's separating Na'Vi from complete disaster.
Yeah, and just looking as well, I mean, the score was 0-5 about 3 or 4 minutes ago, and now Team Spirit, they've started to come on. Like you say, Yitaro, he's not scared of looking for that rotate to look for the team fight, moves himself up onto the top lane, and they got some decent kills here. Laze, he's moving through the jungle. They already know Collapse is here. They've got this ward down. The Ricky scouted him out as well, so Collapse is trying to do his best to wild farm and play it as safe as possible, pulling these creeps out and towards the tier 2, just in case he needs TPs, just in case he needs to pull the ripcord, get himself out of danger here. And yeah, you can see Collapse. I mean, the Ricky is still hunting, and Visage just looking to push down onto this tier 2, so he's trying to trade out some of this aggression on the top to putting pressure onto this bottom now. But Collapse, he does have the Doom up, has that ultimate.
The thing for these Spirits right now, they don't have to be searching for specific kills. You just want kills, right? You wait for that Blink Dagger on Laurel. You can see that they're playing together with the Monkey King. Once you get the Blink Dagger on Laurel, with the presence of the DK on the map, you will be protecting the... That's gonna last at least until the Ricky has his charge. So good 2-3 minutes. It's gonna be a very tough spot for Na'Vi. Hopefully they only give away their supports and farm nicely through that period, because if they make a mistake, they're gonna get ran over, lose a couple of more, and you really need to prevent that from...
Yeah, Lol now, he's got himself a double damage rune. He's looking like he's just looking for a bit more farm. How far is he off the... Does he actually want to complete the BKB? Because he could go for a quick blink here.
It seems he bought the Ogre Act. Oh yeah, he's going for a BKB. So they're not really going to be going for this hunting idea. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm looking at objectives that they can get with this BKB. Actually, they have a Dragonite. Maybe they could take the top tier 2 and look to build their lineup. That's actually pretty dangerous. I wasn't expecting that, especially from Law. He kind of likes to be facing us.
And I mean the double damage rune coming out there, just a little bit weird. I mean, they were looking for a rotation, but the Visage, you know, read it. The Spidey senses were tingling. He got that TP away.
That'll be fine. Now there's not such a narrow timing. He is going for a BKB Lard. I think Team Spirit feels like they're gonna be overwhelmingly strong with this BKB, that they're not gonna be touched. And that might actually be the case. The tier 2 towers are gonna be in trouble. Navi, at least, once that BKB is out, what they have to do is respond to every move of that one. Get the BKB charges down. It is of the utmost importance. And I think, okay, so this kind of changes how I thought the game was gonna go. It's gonna be revolving around the BKB of the DK getting lower, and also the Primal Beast. Very important for both teams to gun those down.
Yeah, and we'll see here now. I mean, looking through Yotaro, he's just finding the farm. If you take a look at the net worth as well, he is going to be top of that. And like I say, he's just having all of the space in the world here for him. As Lal in the jungle again, continuing to farm. How is the Wraith King doing? Because he's got it's not a massive amount of catching up to do, but it looks like he wants he already picked up the armlet. He's going towards the phase boots into the Radiance.
As an army in the
I would say I was expecting a Blink Deso from him. Just because I look at the Mirana, I look at the Hoodwink, and they're great partners. So I'm very surprised that the Radiance is something that you... Of course, Vijin has a billion games this year, and I'm looking at really Wukong's Command Radiance doesn't really help you. There's gonna be BKBs on all 3 of the cores of Team Spirit. I have to say I'm surprised with the Vijin Great.
Sweden strong. I mean, the ward goes down. Okay, he's going to be able to get the D-ward, so maybe a little bit of warning here for Mira and Yotaro that something was maybe looking to happen here. Yotaro, he's still having himself in the trees. There's another sentry down, so if the Riki gets close, Riki could actually be in trouble, but not going to be in range of this now as well. As the D-ward does come out, Sweden strong. Does he want to actually push up into this? It wouldn't be the greatest ideas, as you can see that V-Tune on the bottom lane just looks like he's going to continue again, trading off with the Visage. The Visage looking to apply the pressure or take away the pressure from Team Spirit on the top lane. V-Tune just find the extra farm. He is going to be seen underneath a ward there as he walks past, but it looks like Spirit just content at the minute not to look for a gank. You know, they're not looking for a kill here onto the Wraith King. They're just looking for their own thing. They're looking to farm. There is going to be a double smoke out from Maposhka and Lal, who... Yeah, it looks like he's completed the... where's his courier? Yeah, he's completed the BKB now as well for Lal. So this is going to be a really big item to come out now from the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, they want to go for no Radiance just yet, no B. There's going to be a BKB Beast. Not ideal.
Yeah, they're going to try and get themselves on top of the Visage here now as well. Visage can get himself away. The Sleep Dart comes out. They're still going to be taking a lot of damage, but it looks like the Riki going to stop the gank in its tracks. Do they want to carry on going on to Sweden strong? Sweden, he's looking for that jump, potentially just waiting for the rest of his team to catch up. Nicky Cool's going to be close. Has himself a double damage room now as well, if you want to try and go. But again, Lal, he still has that BKB, so it looks like Nicky Cool just going to try and trample his way away from this.
If I'm Navi, I'm actually quite happy. I would assume that around 10 minutes into the game, they were scared that they're gonna get sent down, but then they decide not to get the BK. I'm really surprised now or kind of looking forward to seeing if they can make something happen with it, or if these Spirit are just so confident in the later stages of the game that they're fine just farming and keeping the gold lead like likely in their favor too.
Yeah, and Maposhka, I mean, Sweden strong, he's playing on the edge. He obviously doesn't know, but there is a sentry ward down that he's just playing on the edge of. So Maposhka, Sleeping Dart comes out. Are they going to try and make a move onto this Mirana? Visage is close now as well. The silence comes out, so he's not going to be able to get the leaps away. The stats up, Nicky Cool will be able to come in, gets the dive in and gets that kill.
Sweden Strong has the dart. Now it's that time of the game where he needs to be performing around the map. confusion to his team, setting up kills, canceling TPs, maybe forcing out TPs. Now when the Mirana died, when a core gets left, there could be multiple TPs coming out for Spirit, and that is going to allow Na'Vi to kind of help them with their lineup model.
Yeah, oh, do they want to try and make a move here? I mean, the familiars are here. They're going to be able to get the Dragon Tail into the bush where Global Stars comes out, though. Sweden strong. Stun onto the Dragon Knight. Looks like they found out the Monkey King. Monkey King is going to go down, even with the Moonlight Shadow. Now they get the dive onto the Dragon Knight. Do they have that reveal? He's dusted, so they're going to know where he is. Collapse coming out onto the back line to BKB, but the Doom immediately onto Nicky Cool. Can they go even further onto this now? So Nicky Cool going to be taking a lot of damage from Apostle with the dust for that reveal. V-Tune comes in, though. He might be able to turn this one around, and V-Tune, he's just going to be dominating this. Nicky Cool will eventually go down, though. Collapse gets that kill with the Doom, but the Dragon Knight, he's going to be the next one to fall. 2 cores. Is it going to be 3? It's Collapse. He's just looking to run himself away from this one.
Should look to their
He has no TP. He's got no blink. Sweden strong. He's going to be able to see him. He's hiding behind that one tree. He's pretending he's a happy little tree, but this happy little tree is going to be cut down in its prime. Collapse. 3 heroes around him, and they're going to be able to get this kill.
That's the Monkey King didn't have a BKB. He was close to it. Spirit, they were trying to force out a fight. Na'Vi, they got to all of their item time with the Radiance, the BKB on the Primal Beast, the Dark on Ricky, of course, the Dark used on the message for quite some time, and they were baiting that fight for a very long time, just staying with Lace a little bit back, and then when they saw, okay guys, we can actually take this one quite heavily, they came in with so many heroes, and that's 2 9-second BKBs that are just out of range. The fight that they're losing heavily. So, Spirit, I have to say, the way that they started, I thought they were gonna start rolling over Na'Vi, but they missed their timing, and now, I mean, even with those 2 towers, they didn't really establish any rule of the map. It's actually all Na'Vi right now.
Yeah, and you can see that, I mean, V-Tune, even before the BKB comes out, he went back, he got that Radiance, and now he was even stealing the stacks away from the side of Team Spirit. There's going to be the dive in now as well. The stun comes out onto the Primal Beast, but Hoodwink with the Sharpshooter, just trying to get a little bit of distance, but there will be the Sleeping Dart now as well. So Nicky Cool, he comes in with the trample, he doesn't have that pulverized just yet. They're still going to be able to get the kill onto Mira, and Sweden Strong will be the one to pick this one up, and now all of a sudden, there's tier 2 tower in the mid lane being pushed right up to it with the creeps, and Na'Vi, they might be able to go, oh no, okay, V-Tune's going to be TPing himself away. I thought they might have maybe looked towards the Roach Pit here.
They understand the importance of pushing out. Team Spirit can't go for the Roach themselves. So if you push in the lanes, Team Spirit, they're going to have to use their mobility to go towards the lanes, and that's where you get the advantage from the Roach. So Na'Vi, they're playing this really smart, and Team Spirit, lost the timing so much. They need these 4 stacks. They really do. And Hoodwink and Mirana, they are getting closer to them. Actually, Mepochka, he bought a gem. He's like, nope, we are gonna go with the vision game. Okay, that's actually smart, considering that he didn't have the money for it. That's actually smarter, just to make sure that you're farming. Again, it means Spirit are confident in their late game, and I'm not saying they don't have good late game, but I wouldn't have the confidence that they're winning 100%.
Yeah, and you can see now, like you say, Mepochka with this gem, he's rotating around. Excuse me, he's looking to get as many D-wards as he can. You have these key ward points here that Spirit might want to play around bottom lane, though. There is going to be the TPs in. Dragon Tail comes out onto V-Tune. Wraith King, though, has that reincarnation, so maybe they're not the target you want to go to. As the global silence does come through here, Collapse, it took so long for that TP because everyone on the side of Spirit is TP towards this tier 2.
Oh, that I have the smoke just to get out of here. Do they even have one? Yeah, they do, but they're unsure. They're unsure if they can do it and go up the high ground. We're seeing that Na'Vi has no intention of fighting there, but Team Spirit, they're gonna have to waste the smoke just to get out of this situation. That was just beautifully played from Na'Vi. They saw that the Wraith King can't die, and he just ran out. You know, global silence, you don't use any of your BKBs. Global silence is considering that you yourself probably aren't gonna be initiating. It's gonna be Ricky giving vision and giving all the info.
Yeah, and we can see them, Team Spirit, like you say, in the smoke, they're marching up, but smoke's going to break. Sweden Strong in the tree, so the smoke is going to break here on a couple of heroes, and the Ricky's just going to be able to get himself away. Creeps get the reveal as well. So Spirit, looking towards the Roach Pit. Lol. The D-Ward, it's going to come out again, but again, it's just a sentry, so it wasn't actually a vision giver, but the scan from Na'Vi, it's going to see them in the river. Maybe they start to make a move here. No. Okay, Na'Vi just keeping themselves together, keeping themselves back, and they can see that the scan, it did fade to green, so they know there's no one in the Roach Pit at the minute. And V-Tune, he just goes back to farming. He's not too far away from this BKB, and I think he really wants this BKB before Na'Vi, they make another move, they make another fight happen.
Na'Vi did all
Nope, nobody's down there.
They pretty much know where they're not really looking for. They're looking to establish themselves on the map a little bit deeper into territory. And also one thing we haven't talked about it. This is very, very important because supports of Team Spirit, they have no way to remove this, and even the DK or the Doom are going to be taking massive.
Nicky Cool just moves himself back behind the creep waves, and he's all of a sudden fine after the Dragon Tail comes in. The arrow doesn't connect, and now he's going to carry on going as well. Can we get Lol out? I mean, Lol's still taking a lot of damage. Mira is going to be the one that goes down first. Collapses in that BKB, gets the TP away, so it looks like Lol, he's still ticking, but he's going to be fine eventually. Yeah, he's going to be fine. 200 health, just has to get himself back behind the tier 2, gets the blink away, but they did lose the Hoodwink, and now Na'Vi, are they going to look towards the pit? I mean, Nicky Cool is already in there, so they are going to start onto this, and Roche, this is going to be a really nice fight because the Dragon Knight, he has to go back to base, he has to heal up Team Spirit. They're going to be on the back foot, even if they want to try and contest this. It's going to take so long to get there that Na'Vi, it's looking like a free Roche.
No DK heal, no Dragon from Na'Vi. That is security for Na'Vi to walk in, and they're going to give the Aegis to Nicky Cool. So now they have 2 heroes with extra lives. Lace, very hard to kill. It is a visit from the Guardian Greaves. Seems like he's going to be going for X. You know, he doesn't look as tanky, but with the Guardian Greaves and the Gravekeeper's Cloak, he's actually quite okay to survive, given the fact that no one is going to be able to go through the front line, especially not now when Na'Vi. So Na'Vi now, they can do whatever they want. They can establish themselves close to the enemy base in the triangle even, and that allows Sweden Strong to do his job with the catching, with the EP canceling and stuff like that. Look at how he's just waiting for Toro, who until he sees the Ricky or understands that he's somewhere there, he's not going to be stopping these creeps because it's so close to the tower. He can slap him right now.
Yeah, and we saw that Yataro, he used the, or at least the side of Spirit, used the scan here on the last creep wave for Yataro to just be able to find a farm, be able to find those last hits without being out bottom laner. There is going to be Pulverize coming through. Collapse, he has to use that BKB. He's going to be going for the TP now as well. It looks like they might still lose the Hoodwink. Hoodwink trying to get himself out with the Force Staff here. Mira running through the trees, so he will be able to get himself out. Meanwhile, the top lane, Sweden Strong does go on to the Monkey King here. Yataro trying to do his best, but there isn't, while he knows that the contestant goes on, you know, the fighting on the bottom lane, Yataro, he's not immediately in retreat mode. He knows he's got a little bit of time before those TPs potentially do come in, so he was able to just get himself out safe without having to panic.
Very nice pick.
Kill the living and smash the stone.
You're just waiting to see something happen on the map before you jump in. As soon as he did, the Ricky was there, but obviously no one was there for Na'Vi to help the Ricky get the kill, or even without the beacon.
Well, B-Tune, he's going to blink forward. The Wraith Blast comes in, and Nicky Cool, Ryoku's waiting. He's got the trample off. He's got the kill onto Maposhka, and now they might even be able to go onto Collapse and Doom. He doesn't have that BKB for 35 seconds yet, and with 3 heals around him, Pulverize comes out. They're going to be able to take down the Doom. Oh, a little bit of tipping coming out here from the side of Na'Vi as well, so they're feeling it. You know, they've got the confidence. They're happy with how this game is going.
I'm not sure what happened to the Spirit. I think that after maybe you're just a bit overly aggressive, and then you're a little bit overly defensive. Overly aggression was working for Team Spirit, but this kind of approach definitely isn't something that has been working out for them thus far in this game. They're going to be losing the later rounds.
Yeah, the arrow is going to connect onto the Primal Beast, but Primal Beast, he has that Aegis, he has the BKB, so the racks are still going to go down, and Nicky Cool not in a great panic to get himself away here. The Bushwhack not going to connect, and yeah, Na'Vi, they don't overcommit. You know, they know they still have a power spike with that Aegis, with the Reincarnate, but they don't want to overcommit, so they just take that racks and then just back themselves away.
No reason to. Team Spirit's lineup, it works well when it is ahead, when the Dragon Knight can stand his ground and push it out. Not the case in the end.
They're going to be able to try and get this dive in. Ricky, the Global Stance does come through, but Ricky's still going to be taking a lot of damage from that fireball. He's going to be caught in it. Going to go down, and Mira does get the kill with the sharpshooter, but the chase is on. They've already lost Lal. Collapse though this time. I mean, he used the BKB to initiate on the fight, so can he get himself back into this? Looks like V-Tune, Collapse, Force Staff comes forward, and Malady, he has the gem. They're going to have the reveal. They're going to be a really nice move on command after the balance strike coming through from the Monkey King. So Monkey King, is he going to be able to clean up here? Lay's going to get real down low, but they do still lose Collapse here on the Doom, and they only take take down the Visage. Buyback comes through from Tweed Strong now as well. Forced after away. Mira can he get himself away from this one? Nicky Cool again chasing with the trample, with the Wraith Fire Blast. He might lose the Hoodwink once again. Mira's going to be dead. He's going to be down. eTaro trying to clear up on the backlines. Gets that silence, and BKB comes out, and he's just going to immediately go for the TP away. No Basher to cancel that. And Miposhka, he has to go for the leaps. But look who's chasing. Nicky Cool, he's close. Not going to have that pulverized for the next 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter. The Wraith Fire Blast comes out, and Miposhka goes back in the box.
The only reason that fight isn't an absolute disaster is because of Yatoro's beautiful moves around. So he got 2 kills that, you know, I don't... Maybe, you know, Wukong's command for a Visage, that's fine. But getting that silencer kill, definitely not something that you would expect to happen, especially because he was under enemy vision.
Oh, they're going to see the Sweenstrong. The Sweenstrong, he bought back in that last one. Yeah, the sentry here, just up onto the high ground, combined with this Observer Ward. So it does give Yatoro what he needs to see the Riki. And that is going to be the death of the Riki. Did buy back in that last fight, so he's going to be down for 73 seconds altogether without a buyback.
Mind you, all of the time where Yatoro was being there, he was under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow, but he showed himself a couple of times, so Navi knew that they were close, and still, they got, at some point, you are going to make a mistake in a team fight where you get heroes close. He was ready, in a good angle, gets the Boundless Strike, and that gets him a bit. So Yatoro salvaging the fight for his team, maybe even the game. You know, if Navi are completely clean out of that fight, they take the team, they take down all of this vision that Team Spirit has established in their triangle, and suddenly for the next 3-4 minutes you are blind, and that can just lose you the game because it's gonna be rush time and you won't have anything established in the fight for. So I'm impressed by Yatoro. He's keeping Team Spirit in this game, but Navi definitely holding them.
Yeah, and you can see now, like I say, he's got that Scud, he's going towards the Silver Edge as well, so he's going to have the crit and the break coming out. It just continues to farm. Net worth not too far behind the Wraith King. Wants that bash afterwards. In fact, the Wraith King going to go for the basher because it looks like it's going to be the overwhelming blink. I was just thinking because it's been more than once where the Starter Spirit, you know, they've been able to beat KB TP out. So I thought they might have tried to pick something up to deal with that, but it looks for now, B-Tune, he just wants that overwhelming blink. He might be able to go though. Yatoro's going to be able to come in. Really nice Boundless Strike now into the Wukong's demand. B-Tune though, going to be able to walk himself away. They take down the Riki again, but this is going to be Lyle's BKB.
Ideally, you wouldn't want to use those Spirit. They have been pretty conservative on the BKB usages and slow skirmishes, but when it comes to fights, they immediately pop there. It was okay if B-Tune dies inside of the Wukong's command that you can kill him again. Considering that you popped him right now and you don't have the Wukong's command on the BKB, so you have at the top. At least, Team Spirit have to hold that war on the top part of the map because that is their access point. See Miposhka is staying close to it, and the rest of the team, they are probably looking towards it. If we see anyone moving closer to it, we are gonna start running. For that, first they need to get...
Yeah, and we'll see here. I mean, Miposhka, he's got that 4 staff, so he is able to deal with, well, not the sleeping dart, but when the cloud comes out for the Riki, he gets him out. Lal now, he's got the shard, so he's going to be dropping the fireballs. We saw him take the Riki down in the last fight in mid with that fireball as well. The Riki was just stunned up by an arrow, got caught out and killed off in that. Monkey King not too far away from the full Silver Edge here as well, so that is going to be another good key item to come out from the side of Team Spirit that might help them turn these fights. But we can see that 30 seconds at least on the Roche clock before the big man's back up. Navi, they're grouping up, they're looking for a fight, you know, they're smoking, they're looking for maybe, because I mean, if they take the Monkey King down, this could be a really nice opening. He's not going to have buyback, so Yatoro just needs to play it so carefully.
Close. That was close to him being caught, actually. Nice streaks from Yatoro. Let's see. You are seeing the lanes are being pushed in, you're not seeing one, and you're afraid maybe just from the Riki, but that was a big reaction. They have a dart, there is no reaction.
Yeah. And we'll see now. I mean, Nicky Cool, he's got that Blink Dagger as well. He's the one that looks like he's trying to close the gap. Roche, it is going to be a long one, just over 2.5 minutes before he's back up here. So that's going to be... Did he have the recipe as well here on the Monkey King? I think... Yeah, on the courier, yeah. So that's going to be the Silver Edge here for the Monkey King. How impactful will this actually be in the fights, you know, because they are looking to smoke up, they're looking for a fight, and who does he actually want to target here with the Silver Edge?
Positioning wise, you need to get into a good position to then have the BKB immediately, and that you can... So it's all about position. Toro is look forward. And some split pushing.
Collapse is going to be able to get himself in. The Doom comes out, but there's going to be the global silence as well. They're still going to be able to get the kill onto the Visage now as well. Nicky Cool has to get himself away with the BKB. There is going to be the buyback now as well coming through from the Visage, and they're trying to fight around the pit. Collapse, he's getting really darn low. He might be able to get the Pulverize comes out. They're going to be able to take down the Dragon Knight. No, he's dead. He's got no buyback. Another chase is on from the side of Na'Vi. They're looking to close down Miposhka with the leaps now as well. He just has to leave himself out. TP away from the danger. Monkey King as well. Yataro, you cannot be here, man. There's 3 heroes around. If you get revealed, you're going to be taken down.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
That was just beautifully played from this. How did they did? He saw his body being caught and he stayed in the pit. He got hit by the sharpshooter and Spirits are like, we can kill him, but he has to force that. He gets out and now you're trapped in the pit. All of your BKBs are gonna go down, and that is when VQ with the double damage on the same and Friday just immediately.
Yeah, and Nicky Cool here, you can see him trampling through onto the front lines as well. Just immediately clean off these creeps. The skeletons come back up. Vichu, he's looking to take down this tier 3 sleeping dart. Oh, Mira is away. So what can they do here now on the side of Team Spirit? I mean, they are 2 calls down here with a full 5-man roster from the side. The Pulverizer comes out. They calls out Mira. He has to be forced out. It doesn't matter. Swing Stroke, he gets the kill. There's going to be a Wukong's command being dropped here now as well. But you can see that Na'Vi are already on the outside of it. The Hex onto the Monkey King. The Monkey King no BKB for 10 seconds. And that's going to be another lane of racks going down. As the creeps on the bottom lane, they take down the range racks as well. So only 1 lane of racks stands between Team Spirit and being megged. But there is still a tier 2 tower here in the mid lane.
And that's Roach as well. There is no right now. You stay in the pit and you're waiting
Scanning for
As soon
enemies.
as it comes up, you're going for it without Wukong's net. Should not have enough damage to win the fight. Plus, there are some buybacks on the side of Na'Vi, and they have an out. So there is no winning the fight there. So very unfortunate. They almost killed Nicky Cool, but what ended up happening is that Miposhka arrowed the creep and went towards him because there was a boundless strike and an arrow flying through, and he had a creep right in front of him. So if that arrow connects, at least you kill the Primal Beast.
Yeah, you see the Dragon Knight now as well, using the illusion runes just with the dragon form. He's got the Aghanim Scepter up as well, so he does have the black dragon form here, which is going to be another good power spike for the Dragon Knight. But like you say, at the minute, it's just Na'Vi. They know the big man's back up, they know Roshan's here, and they're just looking to get themselves in.
They expect Spirit to come over. They're not seeing Spirit anywhere, so they're gonna go for a smoke and play around their own vision. And they know Team Spirit will have to go back to base, so Na'Vi, they're not in a hurry whatsoever.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, this dragon
is
form,
under attack.
it's about 2/3 of the way through as well, so that is going to be wearing off in this fight if the fight breaks out here and now. Nicky Cool, collapse, smoke does break Miposhka, backing him up. But it looks like the DK gonna go for the massive wrapper. No, it doesn't matter. They're gonna be able to get the jump in. Immediately deletes the Marana. The Marana has to buy back into this now as well. Collapse. He's trying to hold that BKB for when he gets into the fights. He doesn't get the Doom off there either, and it looks like both sides, well, they force a buyback out from the Marana. Both sides just here happy to just back themselves away.
Constantly looking coldly and so misleading because the Doom with his inflated net worth really isn't doing all that much in a fight. And even if you Doom someone, there might be a buyback in them coming back in, especially playing against the Raid King. The Doom is just not that big of a spell. I'm scared for Team Spirit, and they should be scared as well, because this is not looking good. Look at the bottom lane, look at the top lane. Top lane you can maybe deal with, but the bottom lane will get to your base, and that is going to give Na'Vi another opportunity to go in. As you can see, still not in any kind of a hurry to play.
Yeah, and by the time this next creep wave on the bottom lane catches up as well, you're going to be looking at, what, 3 range creeps here, double catapult creeps, and a full just melee creep wave as well to push in. A melee creep wave and a half, it looks like, as this other wave does catch up. So, like you say, the longer they're out of the base here, potentially losing buildings, they might even take a little bit of pressure onto the tier 4, and they have to react well. He's going to go for the BKB just to get the D-ward? Really? That's a big deal here from the side of Team Spirit, you know, in this fight now. I mean, Lyle wants to be the one on the front lines, getting these Dragon Tails off, doing the damage with the Dragon form, but he's popped it now as well. He's popped that BKB. If he gets caught out here, Melody's going to see him. He has to go for the blink away immediately, but he's going to be slapped. Where's that early swing strong? He just goes with a really nice Wukong's command into a Battle Strike. No, because it's going to be the global sound, so it's only going to be the Battle Strike that comes out, and they take down Yataro, and now they can even take on to Lyle. Yeah, no buyback onto the Monkey King. Dragon Knight does, but it looks like they're going to be able to take down Collapse as well. So the Battle Strike, good bushwhack, but it only does so much, and with no Monkey King, no Doom here. Yeah, the Battle Strike, it didn't follow up after the Wukong's command didn't follow up after the Battle Strike, and Na'Vi can just move into the pit.
Monkey King didn't get anything off. And they're just game. Now it's over. After that last fight, it looked like it was over. Navi were playing everything well. But in Spirit, you know, you always have this potential of a big Wukong's command, big boundary strike that might change things around. Maybe follow it up with the bushwhack and have one fight. One more fight if you get back into the game and maybe establish some map. Now, there's no more chance for it, because even if you would win a fight, there is no roads to play, there is no big objective, and Navi have just taken everything away from him.
Yeah, you can see here Sweden Strong, he's even just coming into the base as the rest of Navi, they look towards this last set of racks, and this is going to be mega. In 30 seconds before the Monkey King comes back up. I don't think the base is still going to be here when this Monkey King respawns. In fact, I don't think the Monkey King is even going to be respawning. Look at the pressure that Navi's putting on. It's just going to be looking like they're going to be able to end the game here and now. Lal's going to be able to come in with his BKB. So what's he going to be able to do here? It's only a 6-second BKB as well onto the Dragon now. So that will be over now. And you can see even inside the Ancient, Nicky Cool just comes in, to be able to disrupt onto the Dragon. The Dragon then gets taken down as well. And this Ancient, even with the fortification coming out, Wukong trying to come back into this now. Utaro with the global stance comes out. Utaro though with the BKB, they might be able to take down the Red King once. Can they do it twice with so low health onto the Ancient? You can see the Sigil's familiars. They're just going to end the game here and now.
Spritz getting into the game a little bit too leisurely here. I'd say a Navi. I mean, they play their lineup quite nice.